Hello, new style filmmakers. Exciting news. DaVinci Resolve just became available for the iPad, and I want to dive right into it, give my first impressions. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So, yes, exciting news. Last night I was home and I saw the tweet from Black Magic saying that the DaVinci Resolve iPad version had been released. So immediately I went to my iPad and went ahead and downloaded. And you can see I got it right here. And, that is some exciting news. I think for content creators, this could be, well, this will be huge because, now if you're a content creator, you now can edit right on the iPad, right on your iPad. And this is huge. I mean, you can edit on the go. I know myself when I'm doing content, when I'm creating content for my TikTok, my Instagram, this could be huge. Instead of me having to pull up my laptop or one of my computers, I can just pull up my iPad, my Apple Pen, and I can do a quick little edit, which is what I want to see today. This video is really aimed at, the content creator. This is not really for the expert. What I want to do today is see, can you do a simple project, adding video, cutting the video, adding some text, some music, couple of small effects, some color grading. Obviously, we know DaVinci Resolve is probably the most powerful color grading software. But for the average content creator, the person that's, maybe shooting on their phone or maybe shooting some video on their iPad, this is probably perfect for them. Strangely, a strange thing is, I find it strange that Final Cut Pro doesn't have a version for the iPad. Even though, again, Apple obviously makes Final Cut Pro, they also make the iPad, but they don't have a version. It's kind of crazy. But DaVinci Resolve, it's here, and again, I just want to walk you through it quickly. Just to see, again, what can be done. Again, if we do just doing a simple project. So I got it right here. And what I want to do is just from the beginning. I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do, obviously, is I'm going to create a new project. So I'm going to go down here to this little, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a project. So I'm going to go to this little home button here at the bottom right, and I'm going to click on that. And if I double tap on it, I'm going to just call this test. Done. And I'm going to go ahead and double click on it and basically open up a new project. So here I got a new project. Now I'm going to go right here on the top left, right here, the second tab. I'm going to press and hold, and I'm going to click on import media. You could really use any of these. I'm going to do import media, or you can import, if you want to import from your photos, you can click on import from your photos and it'll pull up your library. In this case, because I have my SSD drive plugged into the iPad, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just get the files from there. So I'm gonna click on the second tab here, and I'm gonna click import media, and I'm gonna select right here my SSD drive, and then I'm gonna look for a folder that I created with a couple of files right here, iPad tutorial. So I'm gonna click on that, and I'm gonna select all of these, and I'm going to open. And it's going to ask me the selected clips have a different frame rate than the project. So they want to know, do I want to change the project settings to match my clips, which I will say yes. Okay, and it looks like it brought in my clips. So you can see I have them right here. And if I double click on it, I can see that's a sound, that's a track, that's audio. I got this one here, I can double click it and I can play it. I got another clip here. Again, double click and I can play it. Got another clip. Okay, good. All right, so it looks like all my clips are here. And actually, that was pretty quickly. It imported it almost instantly. And playing back the clips, I mean, right now I'm not seeing any lag. It's actually playing them at a pretty consistent pace. Okay, so I'm gonna double click on this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up an in and out point for this clip. In and out, and I'm gonna come over here to this tab right here to drop it to the timeline. And as you can see, I got the double magnetic timeline, so I can come to the top, or I can do it at the bottom here. Either way, I can scrub through the whole timeline. So I'm gonna set my playhead right here for my next clip, and you know, nothing. I'm not doing anything in particular. Just random clips. I just want to see, you know, simple edits that anybody would do. Just get a couple of clips, you know, and put them in your timeline. Okay, so right there, I see I have my 2 clips. Okay, let me just play that just to see. Again, it's a playing at a normal. Okay, you know, and I can see that you know, I have my project set to the default, which is 1920 by 1080. And also I should mention this iPad right here, obviously DaVinci Resolve is optimized for the M2, you know, the newer iPad that has the M2 chip. This iPad right here is actually the 2 versions ago. This is the last. This iPad is 2 years old, basically. It's the last iPad with the Intel chip. So I'm not even editing on the M1 or the M2. This is just an iPad Pro with the Intel chip. And as you can see, it is handling things pretty good, I would say. I'm sure if I was doing 4K, 6K footage, it would probably, you know, be different. But these are just 1080 MP4 videos that are gonna be pretty easy for the computer to handle. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop another clip. Let me do this one. I want to double click, and again, I'm just gonna select. I'm gonna do an in and out point. Okay, and I'm gonna again go ahead and I'm gonna put my playhead right here at the end of that clip, and I'm gonna drop the next clip. Okay, so now I got 3 clips right here. And again, I'm gonna just play through them. And again, it's playing at a pretty decent speed. I'm gonna stop that. And let me just enable audio on this so that you can hear some of this audio. Okay, stop that. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm gonna add a little sound to it. I got this audio track right here, and again, just gonna set it in and out. and I'm gonna drop it right here. You know, this time I'm just gonna drag and drop and place it right there. And I'm gonna see if I can, yep, I can trim it by just holding the end. And I'm gonna hit play. And I can see that my audio is playing. You know, and if I can make adjustments, you know, if I want to trim any of the clips, all I do is press and hold, and then I can just move left or right. You know, seems pretty straightforward. So far I'm very impressed. I mean, this is pretty much the full version, the desktop version, just compressed to 2 tabs. Because here you only have the cut tab and you got the color grading tab. So I would say that's pretty impressive. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, and what I want to do is I want to drop a text right over this clip right here. So I'm gonna go right here at the top under titles, and just the basic text. I'm just gonna drop it right over this clip, and I'm gonna adjust the duration to match the length of this clip. Then I'm gonna select the title, and I'm gonna come over here under the inspector, and I'm just gonna type pool day. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can change the font, something like that. I'm gonna change the size. Just move a little bit of the line spacing. And let's see if I can drop a little shadow. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a shadow. Do something like that. Let's see. Something like that, just to give it a little more texture. You can also add a background to your text if you want to, which I'm not in this case. Okay, so let me go ahead and play that just to see what we have so far. Alright, so at the pool, you got your little text, you got some audio. Alright, I mean, not bad. I mean, like I said, I am extremely impressed with what you can do. You know, and again, I'm just doing some basic edit functions, nothing fancy. I'm not doing much, just simple things, you know, because again, I think this is going to be appealing to the creators that are maybe using LumaFusion or iMovie or something like that, or CapCut, you know, any of those mobile editing applications. This is going to be far superior, obviously, because this is a full-fledged professional editor that can handle anything. And you know, this is just the first version. Who knows, you know, now when people start using it and start requesting, you know, new features and things like that, and things that they add, who knows the things that they can do. All right, so I got this clip right here, which is, as you can see, it is pretty flat. It was shot on my Panasonic S1H on Vlog. So what I want to do, I'm going to go into the color tab just to see if I can do a simple correction. In fact, what I might do is I'm going to come down here to the LUTs tab and just want to see what just adding Panasonic. Wow, that is crazy. Let me undo that. Look at the difference just by adding the Vlog to 709. Oh my God, this is incredible. Let me go back to here and let me just let me back up a bit. and play this at full so you can see this, get a better idea of the, I mean, it just gave me just a great image that I can now work off of, you know, and I can come back here and I can add another node. Let's see how I do that here. Okay, I got another node, and maybe now I'll add some, I can see looking at my scopes right here that I need to drop my something like that, and even the color temperature, it seems to be a bit off, just to see. What it looks like. And I mean, if I disable the effect, you know, and all I did was added that LUT and then messed a little bit with the temperature, and I mean, right there I got a pretty workable image. I can maybe take up the midtones a bit, and I mean, yeah, again, you know, just a pretty basic little edit, and I think, you know, this looks pretty good actually. You know, let me undo that, and then let me see if I click on it. I'm just gonna mess around and add one effect, just to see, you know, what the speed, how it handles the speed. Let's see. Let me try beauty. Oh, I see. So when you try to add one of those effects, you get this pop-up. You know, I'm just on the free version, so which I am going to upgrade to it, but not yet. You know, again, I want to see what you can do without having to do that. So undo. Okay, so it looks like most of these effects, well, actually some of them you can do. So it looked like I was able to add that chromatic adaptation. Let me try to do this color invert. Look at that. So I was able to do a little color invert. And again, I expect it to be a little more laggy, considering. Let me undo that. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna go to the export. You know, let's say I did my editing, I added my text, added my sound. I'm ready to edit, to export. So it gives you a lot of different flavors of, you know, exports that you can do. You know, I'm just gonna do the YouTube just to see what that looks like, and I'm gonna send it right to my SSD. Save, and let's see how long that takes. Wow, it actually did it in incredibly fast. It literally did it in like 10 seconds, and this whole timeline is 16 seconds. So actually, yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I gotta say that you know, this could be, like I said, this is gonna be huge, and I am very impressed. I'm actually gonna spend some more time, you know, but just wanted to see what capabilities you have just doing a simple edit, just to see what can be done. And again, I'm on the older iPad Pro, I do want to get and will get the iPad Pro, the M2 chip, and get the full version just so I can see, exactly the full power of what DaVinci can do on the iPad. And again, Apple, you need to get your stuff together, because you should have a Final Cut Pro version. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure they'll come up with it. This might be the first, of all the major editing apps, going mobile. So we'll see. All right, that is all for today. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care.